Alrighty, it's time for the Power Cells Tour, an informational video brought to you by the Earth Department of Information. This is approved for all ages except for the age of 17 specifically. But we don't have time to get into why that is. The Earth Department of Information does not disclose its secrets lightly, nor does it disclose them at all. So, with that, I will begin showing you where the power cells are and what you can use them for. So, there are three power cells. There's A, B, and C. I should probably just show them in that order, I guess. It doesn't really matter, but there's A, B, and C. A is right here. We'll just keep it simple. It's in this little... This is actually the first radar tower, technically, in addition to the functional ones, but it was never completed construction because this crane is not tall enough, and they couldn't get one that was tall enough. So that's why this radar tower was never completed. Um, don't ask me much more about it though. We don't have much information. But you go in this room, and you ignore the lag, and you get A. It's beautiful. These are the originals. Read them and weep. But we've got the replacements, Power Cell A, and each one of these will have a message pop up so everybody knows that you're getting it, which is the main thing that makes them hard to get. But that's where A is. B, the fastest way to get to B from A would be to go towards the wall because it's in Yoskow. And if you are trying to learn all this section of the wall here, basically like the swamp to the edge of this cube area, is basically where it'll take you directly to Yoskow. And you can see the wall is kind of marked a little bit. Um, Here, actually, this stone part will take you into the building that Ben made. I think it's in the building. Give it a second. um, yeah, okay, so that part that's marked up with the stone takes you to this walkway. But you can get out of the stairs. It's just so that you're aware it's there. But walling in that area will, anywhere along this stretch will be appropriate. So then you can go to B. I wasn't flying towards it. B is in this building right here with the copper on it. Well, that also has copper technically, but it's the one that's closer to the Kremlin. And you'll go facing this way. You'll go to the right side, which is the birch door instead of the red door, mangrove. You'll go to the birch door, and it's just immediately to the left, and it says power cell storage down these stairs. And this is power cell B. And I will clarify, these are blocks, so you can technically use them as blocks, like placing them to use parkour and stuff like that if you want to, but that means you can't use them for their actual intended purpose, so it's really just a choice you can make. If you need to just use one as a block, then you can do that also. But I will show you what they are actually used for if you don't use them as blocks after we look at C, which is right here in the digital desert. Just so you know, there's a tunnel, this glitch tunnel. It intersects with the sewer, but it also connects directly into the digital forest, which is over there, so they're basically paired together. Um, but Power Cell C is just right here. It's the only piece of loot in this mini biome. But yeah, there you have it. That's all three of the power cells. Now we can go over what you actually use them for. So once you have all three of them, and it probably is best to only do this once you do have all three, you can take them. You have two choices. First, we'll look at the first choice, which is the vault, which is right here, this blue building thing. Um, you will walk into this, and yes, this is dangerous, which is why the whole thing is difficult. Don't actually jump all the way down the stairs unless you have like feather falling, probably. But then you'll just place the blocks into their slots, and I will say, since we just changed them, the old ones, you can see they're all the same block. The new ones are each a unique block, so you do have to put each one in the matching slot. You can't just mix them up. So A has to go in A, and etc. Um, when you place them all here, this will open up, and it will say Big Chunka Chunka, because this is one of the stones, actually. But this stone is worth 2 points. This whole door will be cleared. And then you walk in, you can get Big Chunka Chunka. I apologize for how weird this item looks. I was trying to make it uh, the circle with a like a muscle arm coming out of it. It doesn't really look like that. Um, this is the what item is it called? It's the Heart of the Sea. That's what Big Chunka Chunka was originally, so that's why it looks like that. It's supposed to be the Heart of the Sea with a muscle arm coming out. And then the other thing you get is these chunky boots. So, yeah, they have, well, I guess you could see it, but they have Feather Falling 4, Depth Strider 3, and Protection 2. So as far as boots go, they are good. Um, but that's and then you have to get back out, obviously. Your best bet is probably just to have a TP item, like one of the various TP items. We'll have a video of that, hopefully by the time you're watching this, um, or not. But there will be a video for TP items. That would be the best way to get out, especially if hunters are close by. But if you don't have any options like ender pearls or TP items, you have two options here. You have side A or side B. They do connect through, and these give you options to 4 vents that go to the surface. So there's 2 others on the other side that just mirrors this, and you just shoot out. And you can choose which one. You can see where they are. You can choose which one you use, just depending on where the hunters are. I mean, there's not a huge difference with each one, and using one is still gonna. If there's a hunter out here waiting on you to get out, it's still gonna be difficult to escape. But that's at least a quick option to get out, and they don't know which one you'll use, so it at least gives you a chance. But I would still recommend probably having a TP item at the very least. So that was one option for what you can use the power cells for. The other option is to take them to the future city. And I will clarify, you can only do one of these. Once you place them down, you can't break them, because it's against the rules to break blocks. Hunters can technically break blocks that Seekers place, but you can't just break your own blocks and get the items back. So what you'll need to do for the future city is you'll need to go to the volcano here, and you have to have an advanced key. I don't know exactly where the door is, but when you put the lock down, or when you put the key in the lock, it opens up the door to get into this lab. Oh, that's right here. So you'll climb up, and the door will be open. It's pretty clear where it is. But this is the secret volcano lab. So you have to use the advanced key to get in here, and then once you get in, this teleporter is here, which takes you, zap, takes you to the future city. The zap message is what plays when you teleport either from the volcano or back to the volcano, and then we'll look at this one as well. So once you're here, also a side note, there'll be a stone tour video as well, but the stone is in this building. However, with the power cells, you're going into this building, which is called Arazok Energy, because I don't know. I was just trying to think of something fun. You would hit this button, which gives you levitation, and you basically just let it float you to the top. It gives you levitation long enough so that you float all the way to the top, but I'll just save time. When you get to the top, you just want to make sure you go here, otherwise you would fall down to your death. I could probably make it so that it doesn't give you fall damage. I probably will. But, yeah. You walk into this room, and you put each power cell on the space where it tells you to. It's pretty simple. This, when you do this, will give the Seekers, both Seekers on your team, speed 1 for the rest of the round, indefinitely, just on its own. You'll just have speed 1. And you also get boosts of speed 2 mixed in. It's like every 30 seconds or 20 seconds or something like that, similar to just the temple bonus during daytime, the speed boosts. So your choices are you get a stone worth 2 points and some netherite boots, or you can use the power cells to get speed 1 for the rest of the round with speed 2 boosts mixed in. So to get back down, you just jump here. This will not give you fall damage when you land on this, so don't worry. Then to get back down, this would make some nice ender pearl throws. It'd be interesting if you ender pearled onto Yggdrasil maybe. But right now that house doesn't give you access into the tree, so you can't. It'd be difficult to get into the tree from there. But yeah, there's probably good ender pearl spots. If you don't have an ender pearl or you don't want to use one, You can either teleport back to the volcano, back to the volcano, or to the lightning area. And each of these options gives you cameras you can actually check to see if hunters are standing there. So when you step on this, oh wait, you have to have the seeker tag. When you step on this, look, I can look into the lab and see if a hunter is camping there. Now, to turn the camera off, the way the command works is you're still standing here when the camera activates, so you still move your character around. So you just need to step off of the pressure plate. So you can just hold down like the S key basically, or backwards, whatever you're playing on. You just hold down backwards and you'll move off of the pressure plate, and then after a couple seconds it'll turn the camera off. So you can check the second camera as well to check outside the volcano. So I'm holding down S now, and a couple seconds later it'll turn off the camera. And you see I moved back away from it. So you can also check the lightning area, since that's your other option, and this should give you a good enough view of that area so you can see if hunters are camping before you leave. And this one has a Zong message. So zap, the blue zap is when you teleport to the future city or to the volcano, and Zong is when you teleport to the lightning area. Alright, so that was your overview of the power cells and what you can do with them. Thank you for watching.